Hey guys, this is Tina with the Retweet, GlobalGrind's new web show that brings your online conversations to life. I have to tell you something, like a bad something. The measles is back. And that is a huge problem, especially in the United States where it was nearly eradicated. No, it was actually eradicated in the early 2000s. And now it's back with a vengeance. And we are amid the largest measles outbreak in about 20 years. That's a big deal. And let me tell you why this is happening. People aren't getting their kids vaccinated. Okay, so I get it. Parents are afraid that vaccinations lead to autism or linked to autism in some way, and that's understandable. You want to protect your child. But you know what else protects your child? Vaccinations. Okay, the measles is not something to play with. It's not your common cold. It's not the flu. It isn't a headache. Have you ever seen measles? Look at it. You get bumps in your mouth, dude. That is not fun at all. And let's be real, they're sending these unvaccinated kids to school to infect all these other unvaccinated or sometimes vaccinated children. Like Baylock Holmes said, America flipped the shit about every person from any region of Africa during the Ebola scare. But unvaccinated white kids in schools are fine. Retweet that. This is how it all got started. Number one, there is science to prove that vaccinations don't lead to autism, okay? We know some people don't like science. Global warming, but it's important to understand so that we're not putting our children in danger. I mean, there's real evidence here. And not like the fake evidence that was published in that medical journal, that 1998 report that said vaccinations lead to autism, the one that was discredited, and then the physician who lost his medical license. I mean, if that's not evidence enough that this is a bunch of bull, I don't know what is. Science equals facts. Politicians are coming forth and they're giving their stance on vaccinations. And you know what? I'm just gonna go with Hillary Clinton, who tweeted this. The science is clear. The earth is round. The sky is blue and vaccines work. Let's protect all our kids. Hashtag grandmothers know best. Retweet that. Second point, there are numbers to back this stuff up, okay? The number of measles cases so far in 2015. The number of cases linked to Disneyland. The number of states where measles cases have occurred. The number of nations with a higher measles immunization track than the United States. The number of studies that link vaccinations to autism. Got it? Now let me talk about first world problems for a second, okay? The fact that half of these cases are linked back to Disneyland, where parents, privileged parents, can take their kids to have a good time, is totally indicative of the first world issue that this is. The fact that 400 plus kids die yearly from the measles in other developing countries, I mean, it's like we're living this sheltered life and we don't know the effects of measles. Hello, measles. And number three, listen, I don't trust the government either. Remember Tuskegee? And I know this sounds really, really morbid, but you have to ask yourself, do you want a kid who's like out here killing other kids with measles and might die themselves? Basically, America's the new Jurassic Park, but for once eradicated diseases. And we all know how that ended. Retweet that, retweet the tweets below, and I'll see you next week.